Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So it's currently 10 after 1. Tim just left. Him and his brother had to go. They're doing something for their stepdad. They have court or something to evict a tenant or something. I don't know, but I got a bruise there on my arm, like even down as far as like right here, it's bruised. So yesterday I was walking down the steps outside to go pick Ella up from school, and I'm not entirely sure how, but I somehow twisted, like my body was trying to go back up the steps. I tripped, I fell, landed on my knees, and hit my elbow, or not my elbow, but you know, my right here where it's bruised. I hit that off of the like railing, and my knee is actually bruised too. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. It's actually pretty tender, but I don't know how I did it. Like I was walking down the steps, and when I fell and like stood up, I was facing, like I was walking up the steps, but I was walking down. So I don't know, entirely sure. I don't know what happened. I have no clue. However, took Ella to school this morning, dropped her off, got a call about 10 to 12, said that I needed to come and pick her up, that she's sneezing and it's green, and she was perfectly fine when I dropped her off. She is sounding a little stuffed up right now. I do have a call into her pediatrician about it because I took her to the doctor on September 26th. Today is October 4th. So like 8 days ago. I took her to a different pediatrician because of her cough. And she was fine. The doctor said she was clear. She had no sinus issues. Nothing. Her sinuses were completely clear. I don't know where these little colds keep coming from. And yes, I understand, like, she's in school now, so she's gonna get, like, be around other sick kids. But her teachers have told me no other kids in her class are sick. Just her. So, I don't know what's going on. But after I took her to the doctor's that one day, 8 days ago, she was fine. The cough was still there, but it subsided over the next couple of days. Like, it was gone within 3 days. Which the pediatrician at that point told me it was just a lingering cough, that there was nothing, her throat wasn't red, it wasn't looking agitated, like nothing was wrong with her throat. Her ears were clear, her sinuses were clear, her heart sounded good, her chest sounded clear. There was nothing left except for this little bit of a cough that was just kind of lingering. Now she's all stuffy, sneezy, and I don't understand what is going on. She's had COVID test after COVID test after COVID test. It's not COVID. I don't know what it is. And I cannot get it to, like, go away. She has been sick off and on, but pretty much since the beginning of September. And I'm getting peeved at the fact that she can't get over this. And she's perfectly fine, and like I said, the teachers are telling me that there's nobody else in the classroom that's sick, so she can't be getting sick from school. I don't know. It's absolutely driving me mad. I am getting so frustrated. But like I said, I put a call into her pediatrician to see about getting her on some type of medication or something that's going to help her get over this so she can continue to go to school. The girl loves going to school, but she can't even do that right now. Because even though we've gotten COVID tests and they've been negative, the teachers are still kind of because it could turn into COVID, which I don't know. But they keep sending her home. She was fine yesterday. I don't know, I'm getting so so agitated at the whole ordeal. But we're gonna keep her home, see how she is tomorrow morning, and then kind of based off of that, try and give her her allergy medications, see if it's her allergies that's causing this. Even though her doctor's office told me that she doesn't have any allergies, I believe that she still does. Because she sneezes at the randomest things. If it's really like fresh cut grass outside, she gets more sneezy. But they told me she's not allergic to anything. I don't know, but I want to get this color out of here. I have actual allergies. I know why I sneeze. Oops. But I'm done with the fluorescent green for right now. I just got a new color in, and I'm gonna power print dragons until I don't have any more of that left. Because it is one of my biggest sellers, and I figured I might as well get some before this craft show that I have, Pumpkin Fest, if I can get this stuff to cooperate. Bend, thank you. So let me go grab the new stuff. I'll see you guys in a second. So this is the stuff that I got in. You guys can see it's a rainbow color change. It should be a fast color change. It's supposedly silk orange red type. It looks exactly like the stuff that I've gotten before. But they have some other colors too. This is a different brand. I've never tried this brand before. But it's the same like color change that absolutely goes, like, people go bonkers for it. They absolutely love it. So I'm gonna get this fed into the printer and get started printing with it, so you guys can kind of see. And I gotta get it in through the filament sensor. There it goes. Alright, so just gonna get this fed in through, and I'll show you guys like what it looks like after it's changed colors and stuff, so you guys can see. But people love this stuff, and if this stuff prints good, then I'm gonna probably end up ordering the pastel stuff and possibly one other color change ones. Because the pastel one that I had before, it was, like, the colors were gorgeous on it, but it didn't change very fast. I had to fill the plate just to get it to change possibly one color throughout the course of the print. So it definitely wasn't as good of a color change quality. But we're going to start with Rose Dragons because those are my biggest sellers. So do I have my phone on me? Let me grab my phone real quick. Okay. Apparently I have a new voicemail, but my phone never rang. okay. Go to my Amazon, I'll show you guys the other color changes that they have. So this is the one that I bought. That's what it should look like as it prints, just like a gradient like that. But they have this, it's called Blue Rainbow, which is the pastel colors that I was telling you guys about. They have this one, which is the basic rainbow, which is like the one that I got, but it's a little bit more subtle, or like more, I don't know, the colors are just slightly different. And then they have this green rainbow, which I'm not 100% in love with, but they are pretty expensive. I didn't see that one. They've got a pack of 3. They're only ½ kilogram spools. I was gonna say they had a pack of the orange, red, blue, purple, and yellow, green, but they're only ½ kilogram spools, so that wouldn't even be worth it. But they're $29 for a spool of it, and I could get maybe 10 dragons out of it at most. It just depends on the dragons. I think it's more like 7 or 8, but yeah, so it's kind of pricey compared to like what I normally get, but they sell like hotcakes. People absolutely love this color change stuff. So my plan is to hopefully try to get 2 sets of 2 of the rose dragons, so 4 rose dragons, 3 of the crystal dragons, and then hopefully be able to get some babies, because I love the little baby ones and I want them to be able to change colors. So that's the plan. Whether it goes according to plan, that's a completely different story, but I'm gonna sit here. What? Just this filament sensor that Tim installed absolutely drives me nuts. Like, there's nothing wrong with it at all, and it just doesn't want to continue to print. It's always on like the skirt that it does, which is a layer around the prints to kind of help hold it in place. It's always doing it at that specific point. Tim thinks that it's because it's not putting out enough of the like filament, so the filament sensor thinks that it's like clogged or whatever. I don't know, but I need to edit and get some stuff done. It's about 1:20 right now, so I'm gonna get this stuff all cleaned up, watch that first layer go down. I'm gonna edit, then I have to go out and take care of the kitchen, which is an absolute disaster right now, which I'm kind of, you serious? That is the sound it makes when it pauses because of the filament sensor. Just print the pieces, please. It wasn't even done with the like skirt. I'll show you guys. So this is the like skirt. Are you actually joking? It's just a very thin layer that goes around. I'm gonna try and get this to go. I don't know what's going on with it. It's absolutely peeving me off. I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Alright, you guys. So, update on the dragon. So, it started as this, like, orange color. You guys can see. And if you look down in, you can see it turned to this, like, pink-red. But now it's at this purple color. It's really hard to capture on camera the different gradients. But these guys going well. I did have the issue with the skirt. It kept pausing on me. But after it started printing the dragons, it hasn't paused. So it's just something to do with the like skirt that it does that causes it to like freak out. Ella is currently in here. What are you doing?
Just using the cup.
You've got water everywhere. Keep the water in the sink, okay?
I'm using the cup.
She's playing with 2 of her Barbies in the sink. I just heard like a bunch of sirens. I don't think it was from her tablet. It very well could have been. But I don't think it was. But I don't hear them now, so it may have been. Nope, there's definitely sirens outside. I think when I heard them really strong, they passed like right by our road, which is why I heard them as loud as I did. It's really bright out today. It actually feels good in the sun. I've got this big box here behind me. It is a canopy because it's a 10 by 20 foot canopy. It comes with like the walls and everything. And then we've got a box down here that has rotors on it, or in it, for, I believe for the Prius. I could be wrong, but I think it's for the Prius. But this canopy, we went half on it with our friend because our friend wanted it for his one kid's birthday. They're gonna have his birthday party here this year. But he wanted it because it's October. The weather's unpredictable, but he wanted it just so we could have it, or he could have it so that if it rained or was super windy or whatever, we had some shelter. So he wanted that, and Tim decided we would go half on it. We would keep it here. If they needed it to use for parties or whatever, the parties would be done here because we have a bigger yard. So we just ultimately decided to go half on it. We could use it at our 4th of July party. We could use it at Ella's birthday party. I keep hearing so many sirens right now. Anyways, so yeah, we can use it at the 4th of July and Ella's birthday parties. We can use it if I do community days next year. It's a craft show that I do, that I've done in Sandy Lake the past 2 years. If I manage to be able to get into that next year, their spots are 10 by 20. And I could just use that canopy instead of having my 2 blue ones. Or like at the Cochranton Fair, I could have paid for 2 spots and had that big tent, instead of just the one 10 by 10. You know, if I wanted to pay that little bit extra, I could get that extra booth spot and go from there. However, I think if I do community days next year, I'm gonna get another table. Another probably 6-foot table. The table space that I have is good for a 10 by 10. But my 10 by 20, it made everything kind of seem cluttered. And we had, like I had it's like a 3 by 3 foot table, I think. It's a square table, like a poker table. We have that, and I was using that as a checkout stand, which I kept my cash boxes on.
I'm sorry, Miss, the mirror.
That's okay, just be careful. Keep the water in the sink. she's got water everywhere. But we had this 3x3 table, and the rag feels oily. Move your hands. Oh, careful.
That's okay.
Anyways, I had this this 3x3 foot table, and I had my cups and everything on it. And where it was placed, it wasn't very stable ground.
Uh-oh.
That's alright, here.
Wait.
But the cups kept rocking if my sister-in-law bumped into the table, or I bumped into the table, or someone else bumped into the table. Don't you dare throw it on the floor. You need to get out of that habit. Just because it's garbage does not mean it goes on the floor. It goes in the garbage can.
Okay.
Thank you. But it just kept getting bumped, and a couple of the cups fell off a couple of times, and I was afraid that they were going to get damaged. But remember, that doesn't go in the water because it's got a cardboard back. It'll get ruined. Okay?
Cardboard? Oh, okay.
So it was a decent setup, but I would not recommend putting it like for where your cups are gonna go. That's just one thing that I just don't want to mess with, and end up having my cups get broke. So if I do community days next year, I think I'm gonna get another 6-foot table to put down in front of the, I don't know. I don't even remember what I was gonna say. My brain is so tired these days. I laid down on the bed because my back was starting to hurt. So I laid down and I ended up dozing off for about half hour. So I had a little half-hour cat nap. Ella was being good the entire time. She did come in, wake me up, and ask if we could play with her Barbies in the sink, and I told her not just yet. Mommy wanted to kind of wake up for a minute. So she went back up to the sunroom, did her own thing for like 10 minutes. I managed to fall back asleep, but then I woke myself back up and went out and got her and told her, I said, hey, grab 2 of your Barbies, because she wanted to take like all 5 of them that she had. I was like, ain't no way. Ain't no freaking way. So I told her, I said, pick 2 of your Barbies. She picked her Anna and her Chelsea, and she went and got them into like their swimsuits, and I filled up the water. It was warm when I filled it up. It's a little bit colder now just because it's been like, I think half hour since she's been playing in it, so she's definitely been having the time of her life. But there is one thing that I wanted to show you guys. It's still out in the one car though, because I didn't want some little person in our house seeing it, because Santa dropped it off early for her. But it's for Christmas. It's not gonna be like just because type thing. So I'm gonna see about getting her out of playing with the Barbies in the water, get her busy with something else, and then I will show you guys this package. Alright, so I'm at the Subaru. Managed to sneak out before she saw. But I see this. Okay, so we have this local liquidation place. They get all kinds of different stuff. Well, lately they've had a ton of toys. And I seen this on their site. And I called them yesterday. I said, do you guys still have any of these in stock? I was told no. The guy called me back 2-3 hours later and said that they found one other one. The box is beat to crap. Thought I heard Ella. Might have been kids over at the playground though. Over there. Anyways, the box is beat to all kinds of crap. But I got it. So this retails for $73 at Target. I got it for $40. It may still seem like a lot for what it is, but it comes with 7 altogether. And if you divide 40 by 7, it equals out to be like $5.50 or something like that a piece, which is actually not a bad deal. It's way better than $73 brand new. But like I said, the box is all kind of beat to crap, but there's nothing wrong with the Barbies. This is what we got her. So it came with Belle, Tiana, Ariel, Rapunzel, Jasmine, Cinderella back here, and Moana. And like I said, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the Barbies. They all still have both of their shoes. You can see Tiana's shoes down there, and Belle's shoes, Ariel's, Rapunzel, Jasmine, and Cinderella. Obviously, Moana doesn't have shoes because, let's face it, she didn't wear shoes in the movie. So she just doesn't have shoes because that's just the Disney princess that she is. But yeah, this retails for $73. Like I said, the box has seen better days. The box is definitely in pretty rough shape, but that's totally fine. If the box was in better condition, I would have just wrapped this up for Christmas in this box. But since this box is in pretty rough shape, I'm just going to take these out and I'll put them in like an Amazon box or something like that to wrap them up that way instead. It just makes it a lot easier than trying to straighten that box out. So when I called and they told me they didn't have any in stock, they didn't think they did. That one, it got pushed to the bottom of the back somehow. And they were reorganizing all their toys and they managed to find it and gave me a call to let me know that yes, hey, we still have one. Real quick, update on our 12-foot guy. There's someone cutting down a tree, so please excuse all of that. This is our 12-foot guy. Say hello. We have this one hanging by his thumb right here, so he hangs down. And then this one I just put sitting in his 1 foot. We have another one. We don't know exactly what we're going to do with them. These guys may just stay here. They may not. I don't know. But this one hanging, he's not quite touching the ground. I think he's like 5 feet. Something like that. That guy's 12 feet. So he is absolutely massive. We had an Amazon delivery driver yesterday or the day before, something like that. They were parked over here in this empty lot and she was taking a little smoke break before getting back on the road after delivering our package, and she was just in absolute awe of our giant skeleton. So I think Tim is really interested in getting the 12-foot flying witch that Home Depot has, but we'll probably wait until next year for that. But I am so tired. I am gonna go in and I have to get my housework done. No more napping for me. I'm not allowed to nap. I got housework I gotta get done. I got a child I gotta take care of. But that was a pretty solid nap earlier. So yeah. I'm gonna get the housework done. Here, I'll show you guys real quick what all needs done. So, the counter's not too bad. I have these apples here that I need to get put in the fridge. Socks that I need to wait for matching pairs of, which I could toss those into the clean laundry basket. Bananas, which are going absolutely disgusting. The car part that I told you guys about yesterday. My pack of pop, which I just brought in. Mashed potatoes that was from last night. There's like next to nothing in that. And Ella's milk cup that needs washed. Over here on the stove, we've got 2 skillets and a pot that need washed. So real quick, I cooked the steak in that one, seared the steak in that one, and then I corn in this one. And then over here, we've got plates, bowls, cups. Mind you, none of that was from me. None of it. So, I'm gonna get all of this stuff done real quick. We have garbage tonight, which I'm gonna try to get that done up real quick. I still need to sweep. And then get the rest of everything else kind of picked up and put away, but I need to get this house in order, and I always get so stressed over the fact that my house is not in order. So, we gotta get this done.